Hello friends, I'm talking about the article which read as Babu-led model won't work. Modi and his ministers must lead the charge from outfront to transform governance. This article has been written by some senior journalist, Mr. Manoj Joshi, in the Times of India dated 9th of October 2015. I agree to many of his viewpoints in the article, and that's the reason I have taken it in the form of a video, so that I can also add some viewpoints to it. But friends, the crux remains the same, and the crux is that ministers in the Modi government must take the charge. They should not depend on the bureaucrats for a kind of governance that Indians are seeking right now. At one point he says there was a time when liberalization happened. As we know, liberalization started in 1990 when Manmohan Singh government came for the first time. At that time he was the finance minister, and the charge was headed by Narasimha Rao. So that time the bureaucrats, as we know, we have seen Yes Prime Minister, one of the famous BBC serial. Bureaucrats have their own style of working, and at one place he says liberalization accompanied by hidden bureaucratic trapdoors had created a maze of regulatory systems run by retired babus, which brought decision making to a halt. So right now also we see IMF, World Bank and so many others across the countries at global level, they all pinpoint Indians to the kind of red tapeism we are having, and that's the reason not many investors are coming to India. Ease of business is what is required right now. So the government must not depend so much on bureaucracy. Experience has shown us that governmental systems run by bureaucrats cannot be reformed by them. Reforms and restructuring is something only the political class can bring. So that's the reason public has chosen the politicians who last for 5 years. Indian Constitution gives 5 years as a term to any politician when elected to Lok Sabha. But the bureaucrats remain, so their way of thinking is very different from the politicians. But the Modi government, I'll read another para, but the Modi government has, for reasons best known to itself, sought to rely on bureaucracy to push its agenda. In the beginning, Manmohan Singh and Modi and his other BJP ministers, they were checking the various ministries. They were for like bureaucrats should come on time, central government employees should come on time. It came in the TV, and after another few months we saw not many bureaucrats and government staff have improved. They are still, the government culture is like that. They won't reform so easily. So the ministers have to lead the charge. That's what the article is all about. The result is a seriously underperforming government. That is what we are seeing right now. It's more than a year, and now the question mark is on Modi government. Why the reforms are not happening the way people have been expecting so far. I'll read again. Truth to tell, not a single minister stands out in terms of performance. In fact, much touted stars like Suresh Prabhu, Indian Railway Minister, and Manohar Parrikar, Defence Minister, have also turned in an indifferent performance. The stars of the Modi cabinet he is talking about, Mr. Prabhu of Indian Railway and Manohar Parrikar. So they are the stars of the Modi government. But what they have done, we have also seen. To add to it, on my own point, since I am a doctor myself, Dr. Harshvardhan was the health minister. What he did, we all saw, and he was later removed. But what new health ministry is also doing, we all know. Health ministry at the union level leads a lot of reform. Now, MCI is talking about a single test at all India level, whether it is MBBS, PG or super specialty, DM or MCH. Let's see if it can happen. We all know medical lobby is very strong. Last time also NEET exam was held, but it has not materialized. But the Supreme Court has not agreed to it, and students have lost the case. So the dream of having a common entrance exam, whether it is MBBS or MDMS or DMMCH, is still in pipeline. It has not materialized. So let's go further into the article. Now, the journalist has compared Indian kind of things with the China. Now, what happens in China? China has long used the instrumentality of empowered groups of ministers and party bosses termed leading small groups to supervise and reform their system. Now, he is talking about China, where the group of ministers, they are taken the charge of a particular agenda and they work on it. But in India, politicians are dependent on the bureaucrats. Why? It's a big question mark. Are they not capable? So they have to rely on the bureaucrats. A big debate. So we can say that the ministers should be smart enough, should be intelligent enough, should be knowledgeable enough, should have so much of degrees and so much of experience in their own field that they can guide the bureaucrats. Why the bureaucrats should guide the ministers? So in that case, the government is in the hand of the bureaucrats. So politicians are the puppets? Are politicians the puppets? That's a big question mark. But so is not happening in China. China, the ministers are very smart. The bureaucrats are just asked to do what the ministers want, what the kind of vision the ministers have. The article further says that President of China, that is Xi Jinping, for example, is the chairman of several leading small groups. Not many people know that the key player in making foreign policy in China is not its Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but the Foreign Affairs leading small group headed by Xi and whose Secretary General is Yang Jishal, who was earlier Foreign Minister. So most of the homework is done by the ministers themselves. Bureaucrats are helping them, but it is the ministers who are taken the charge and are leading from the front. That's what the article is all about. Now I will read further. The Modi government has given up on group of ministers and functions on a system perfected in Gujarat, which keeps ministers in check and relies on centralized terms of team of bureaucrats in the PMO to deliver. But eventually the work must be done by the ministers. It's a very surprising thing. The Modi government has taken a lot of examples from the Gujarat government, where the PMO is keeping an eye on the ministers and it is basically relying on the centralized team of bureaucrats to deliver. So the ministers are not having free hand, that means. Without serious and systematic reform of these ministries, no delivery is possible. And this reform, which is actually a continuous process, call it good governance if you will, can only be led by a political class, either through executive action or legislation. Very true. So the point is that the politicians, they should be very smart. They should know how to handle the bureaucrats. The politicians must only tell their vision. See to it that the bureaucrats deliver to that vision. And a close supervision of ministers on the bureaucrats is required. And in case need be, help from outside agencies, other capable people outside the government who are in that area, be it IT, be it health, be it engineering, must be taken. The government must take the advice from outside people also, other than bureaucrats, because the bureaucrats can have their own vested interest. Now look at the photograph which has been put in the Times of India, where they say, see, the bureaucrats have their own kind of networking, wiring, maze. They have their own vested interest. So it is the politicians who must understand this, because